happy readers! It's Bedtime Stories with me, Issy. Are you ready to share a new story? Well, I have chosen a rather magical story to share. The title is The Boy with the Golden Telescope. If you have this book at home, you can read along with me. The author, the person who has written this story, is Carla Hashem. Now we're going to meet a little boy, Kieran. He so wishes for a peaceful world where there is no cruelty and where everybody lives together in harmony. Shall we read and find out what happens? The Boy with the Golden Telescope. Kieran sat hopelessly staring into space, with only his pet goldfish, Ed, for company. There's got to be a magic formula somewhere in my brain. If I had the key ingredient, I know I could make a change. I wish I could stop people from becoming so cruel. I've seen the news and I've witnessed it at school. Being human is super confusing. We're almost robotic, which is pretty amusing. I'll study to become an astronaut and fly up to the moon. Maybe I'll gain some perspective. The stars can show me what to do. I have to be able to fix the planet. I just need to come up with a plan. I'll do everything within my power. I'll fix this world. I know that I can. Little did Kieran know that he was wise beyond his years. It's the question before the answer that's valuable to our fears. It took Kieran longer to fall asleep that night, with the weight of the world playing heavily on his mind. There you are, my secret planet, full of wonder, full of magic. A little green alien called out the boy's name and placed a golden treasure box beside his toy plane. "Kieran Douglas," the alien exclaimed, "use this gift wisely. You'll fly beyond planes." "It's not my birthday. Santa hasn't been. It's not even December. This must be a dream." The little green alien vanished in sight, like a jack-o'-lantern when you burn out the light. Surrounded with magical alien slime, read a golden message of mysterious rhyme. "Important alien rule of thumb. The truth of the telescope is yet to become. Let your eyes see beyond this mighty space. Let your heart grow bigger than the human race. Take a peek through the hole of the golden treasure, for tonight you will see how your heart will measure." Kieran felt a rush through his growing veins. Would he really be able to fly beyond planes? His head was spinning in a spiral of thoughts, stars, planets, and space galore. What is this magic that the alien declared? The curiosity was getting too much to bear. Exploration at its finest, but how can one single telescope put me on the fly list? As these very words left the little boy's mouth, the telescope transformed and shot up from the ground. Suddenly, Kieran was light on his feet. He travelled to the sound of a sick, sick beat. Colours and shapes flew past his spying eye as he sat inside gold on this mystery ride. At first he felt the thrill of a jet that danced to the rhythm of the techno-space cadets. Sounds he'd never heard before. His ears perked up, eagerly wanting more. His soul was moving, his body was grooving. Yet his telescope eye was locked through the lens, a lens through time that he could not comprehend. Kieran couldn't make sense of the mission he departed. A monumental moment, not one for the faint-hearted. A familiar voice whispered in Kieran's ear. It was the little green alien who once again reappeared. Have you ever had the feeling so strong and true? Perhaps you didn't act on it, or weren't quite sure what to do. A light bulb switched on inside Kieran's mind. Why, yes, little alien, I get that feeling all the time. That's your intuition, my boy. That's what makes you, you. Oh, I see, said Kieran. So, what do you suppose I do? Close your eyes and don't overthink it. Make a wish that's true to you. I wish that humans could coexist with aliens just like you. If we open up our hearts and minds, there's nothing that we can't do. Kieran was impressed with the alien's intelligence and with all of the wisdom he'd chosen to share with him. Kieran wished for many things and hoped they might come true. He wished the world could love again, like the way it used to do. I wish to party with aliens. Let me hear those alien sounds. I'll float around in my spacesuit before slowly hitting the ground. I'll have lunch with aliens and dance to the space beats. Music will be abundant. I'll be rocking my astronaut feet. In a blink of an eye, Kieran's wish came true. Music filled the sky and laughter too. Party time! Kieran thanked the alien for granting him such joy. Thank you! He really was the happiest and most content of little boys. It was now that Kieran was able to lay down his cards firmly on the table. The jumbled up word search that tormented his brain ignited together, forming trickles of rain. Words flew out of his mouth like a fountain. Never before had these actions encountered him. Believe in your authentic self. Let intuition be your guide. I promise if you master that, you'll be set for a compelling ride. To make the world a better place, Kieran said with elation. We should communicate by speaking our truth, by using our intuition. Exactly that, the alien said proudly. Kieran smiled and stated loudly, You really are the king of the galaxy. The spacecraft glided through the night while the little boy prayed with all his might. Please, little alien, can you grant me one last wish? I'm listening, boy. Go right ahead. I promise to make it the most epic one yet. I wish that all men, women, children, animals, plants, and aliens would learn to love and live together. Period. I know it's possible. I just know it. I will grant you this wish, the alien proclaimed, right before the spaceship disengaged. Kieran woke up in an instant and let out an almighty scream. Ah! How did I? Where did I? Wait, what? Surely it had to be more than a dream. The spaceships, the planets, the aliens that were green. Kieran jumped right out of bed with puzzling thoughts spinning around his head. I don't know how or why I feel different, but something miraculous definitely happened. Excitedly, Kieran reached for his bongos and started to sing repeatedly. I love my intuition. I love my intuition. I don't know how I know this word, but I love my intuition. Kieran imagined he was a famous rock star. He was on top of the world and felt the happiest by far. He wasn't entirely sure what happened to him that night, but he was grateful for the knowledge and the gift of being wise. You see, Ed, we can't be afraid to ask for things as long as we do so kindly. We can absolutely learn to say no and choose our missions wisely. I may not be able to fix the entire world, but I will never stop asking questions. If I can help even a single soul, I'll be proud of my existence. During this moment of revelation, an aura surfaced around Ed's bowl. No way! Could it be? Oh, I can only hope. There it was, shining brightly, the return of the golden telescope. The end. Well, almost. Kieran Douglas, your heart has measured above and beyond. Sincerely, Anonymous. Did the golden telescope actually have magical powers, or was Kieran's intuition the key all along? Oh, what a fabulous and magical story that was! Didn't Kieran have the most amazing adventure, flying off up into space, meeting with a little green alien, and having all his wishes granted? But I wonder, what do you think? Did it all really happen? Or maybe it was just a dream? What Kieran did learn is that he just had to believe in himself. He can make a difference. Just like you and I, all of us are important, and all of us can make a difference to living on this wonderful planet together. I hope you've enjoyed this Shed Time story, and if you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. Then you will be ready for the next book for us to share together. Bye-bye.